Alright, this is part 3 of Whitesnake, Forevermore, CVT for Jason. We're starting section 6. This is timestamped 417. And here's what's going on. This guitar tuned down a half step. Oh, and then had to finish the section there. So pretty straightforward. One of the more straightforward, solid parts here. Just really power chord related. 6A, no 5A, 7D. And if you listen close, you're gonna hit those two and slide them up a half step to 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1E, 3A, 8 times. Same chord, but a whole step higher. 3, 5 EA, 8 times. And what I call the flatted power chord, 5E, 8A. It'll be 4 times. And then up to 6/8. So that's why you'd want to use your pinky. I would. Rest. Go back to the 5/8. Hit those two. Slide the 5 to 6. The 6 back to 5. So 6A, 8D, 8 times. And then 8A. 10 on the D and G. You can use 3 fingers, or you can kind of bar here. Make sure that index is muting the E. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 17E, slide. And do that again. And that's it for section 6. Section 7 comes in at 440. And the power chords for the first two. 3E, 5A. 1, 3, and then 1A, 3D, open G, 3B. So we have and then I figured we'd jump into some of these little lead melodic fills. 16B, you're going to bend release. Use your middle, back it with the index. And then 15B, pick, hammer 16, pull 15, hammer 16, pull 15 vibrato. So, and then 17G vibrato. And then we go 17G, slide to 19, and then 15G. So, or hold on here. Okay. Then 16B, bend again. Just bend only though. And then 15B, pick, bend, release, vibrato. Instead of going, he's emulating that with bending. So 17G, again, and then again with a bend to 15G. So repeat, no star. You understand how that works. And then you'll hear some more fill-ins that kind of the melodic melody unwinds with. Or also on these, I would, when you're done with the power chord, switch to your neck pickup. So 14G bend, half step. Do it again, bend release. 12G, 10G, 12G bend, whole step, hold it, and release it. So Alright, And then section 8 comes in at 507. Maybe go back to your bridge pickup because it's power chords. So. Really straightforward. It starts 3-5 on the E and A just 4 times. Move that to 1-3 4 times. 6A, 8D, and then 3-5 AD. That has double dots. You're going to do that 4 times. The 4th time, you take off the last 2 chords. So the 4th time would go up to 6-8 AD and go. Okay. Altro Solo. Back to the neck pickup. 18E. Just slide descending down. And then 12D, we're going to use middle finger and slide to 17. Then we got this unison bend, 15, 18 on E and B. We're going to bend the B only. So it's... Then back to the 17D, or 17D. So it's... Alright, so from the unison, 17D, 18-15B, to 17G bend, whole step to 15B, and then vibrato that. Go back to 17D. Now we're moving on to page 9. We've got 2 pages left. Back to the unison bend. And then 15, 18, 15 on the B. So 17G vibrato. So that second one is. So. Back to the 17D. Unison bend. 17D. 18, 15B. That's a repeat of the first one without the slide. 17G bend, and then 17, 15G to 17D vibrato slide. Alright, you'll see double dots there as well. And then the next thing, 2 times, second time no star. At 5:56, the song starts to fade out coming up here pretty quick. I tried to get it, I was listening and turning it up as we went, that type of thing, to try and catch as much of this as I could. It's a unison bend, but it's separated. 18B, bending a whole step, going to 15E 4 times. Make sure that when you release the B, it comes down and that the angle of your index, that the B string could stop and hit that, so you don't get any noise. 17E, half step, bend release to 15E. So, okay, and then at 6 minutes, there's some more melodic, very cool. Reminds me a little bit of Iron Maiden. 10 will slide to 12, and then go to 14G. Is that right? Yes. Yes, the next thing is this. Two times like that. 14G bend release, half step to 12G. 14G twice. Half step bend, quick rest. So, and then 14G bend release, half step to 12G. Do it again. And then 14G, half step bend release to 12G to 10G. Or yeah. D, 10G, hammer to 12, vibrato. So it's 14G, another one of those half step bend release, resolves to 12. that's a repeat. Then this is a little different. Half step bend release on 14, 12G to 13B. 14G half step bend, quick rest, and then bend release to 12G. So, okay, another bend release to 12, 10. That's the same, right? Then we go to the last page. And that's going to be 12G, 10B, 11, 13. So that 12G, 10B, 11, 13, 13 half step bend release to 11B. So then 627, it's Altro Solo 2 times, second time no double star. You'll know when you get the tabs on that. The next thing that'll come in, change-wise, is 644. We're back to this unison bend concept, the 18B. You'll bend it, pick the 15E twice, bend the 18 again, and then go 15EB. So it's 15, 17E half step, and then 17, 15 vibrato. That's that one. Oops. 17 half step, bend release, 15E again. Again. So it's. Oops, try it again. And then again with two 15s. Or just a half step bend with two 15s. Alright. 18B, 15B, 17G, 17G twice with a bend. 15G to 17G. No, 15G to 17D. So it'd be. And then 15 on the D as well. So. Oops. .655 comes in. We got 17 high E again. Half step bend, and then a half step bend release, and then 15E. And that's going to go 3 times. Right? So. 18E bend, and then it's back to 17. Bend release, half step to 15E. So really it's some good technique on bends, because the half steps, a lot of times people will overshoot them. Make sure you're just going 1 fret where it's noted. You know, that's your whole step there. What is the next part? Second to the last line, 17E, half step bend release. 15E, 18B. So. And then we got some more unison bends. 15 on the high E and 18B. We're going to hit them both. Bend the B string only, a whole step twice. So 15 E and B, kind of shift the finger, Jason, like, and then go 18B, 17G, bend, whole step. So. B. Heard one and there was sounding like a, but I don't think that's the part. 15B, 17G, 15, 17, and then 17D. 15D, hammer to 17, and then 15G. and it's about like all faded out, the volume at that point. So this was a beast, I'm not gonna lie, but I had fun doing it. Doug Aldrich and Red Beach and Whitesnake just as a whole, just phenomenal. They always have been, and had a blast just dissecting this and getting the tunings and all that. There are some layered guitars, but I caught most of them. There's a clean thing that's being played with like that, like a. But we can go on and on as far as overdubs go. The majority's there, and thanks a lot, Jason. Appreciate you, dude.